Hi everyone, Captain Rob Thompson here. So today I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do an oil change on a 40 Honda, which is going to be the same as a 50, and I think the 2530 might be the same, or it's just on the side, the drain for it. But we're going to take you every step of the way. We're going to start draining everything out here. We're not going to use any crazy professional tools. I'm going to do this the way that everybody is going to do it at home. So we're not going to use the dipstick sucker with the oil pump on it and pump that out. We're going to drain everything the way that you guys would probably be draining it. So we're going to start right here. We're going to take off our cap on the back side. Just going to use a regular large flathead screwdriver. Remember, Hondas are all metric. You're going to need metric tools, wrenches. As you can see, you've got this little cup right here. Little cup fits right in there. Okay, we've got a bucket right here with all my oil in it, my used oil. That's where everything's gonna go. Our screw in here is a 12 mil. We'll put that on there to open it up. If it's too tight and you guys can't just pop it off of there, take another wrench over the top of it, slip it in, and you'll get more leverage on that. So you can see, put it in there, you can get more leverage. That's it. We've got that loose. My other little drain, this right here, a juice bottle. Everybody's got one of these laying around recycling. I'll put it underneath to catch it. This is also a large mouth on it, so it can run out no problem. So there you go, it's running out. We're probably gonna get some overflow. We're gonna clean that up with a rag. I've got rags waiting to go, also got gloves on. You don't want it all over you because they'd be greasy the rest of the day. Our oil just looks used, there's no water in it, it's not coffee looking, there's no water run out beforehand, it's just used motor oil. This takes 1030. Look down below here, I'm coming right out in the container, so everything's trying to stay clean. You also have a washer on there too. Which we'll change that out, but I'm going to show you this one. Okay, it's starting to run out, so we're starting to get just a little bit of a drizzle on there. Once it pretty much stops, we're just going to stop it there. Our motor's all the way down. We're not tipped up, we're not too far down. We're fairly level. This is the bottom of the oil pan right in there anyway. So as long as we get close, that's fine. We don't have to have this thing completely dry. No metal shards, nothing crazy looking. And that's it. Now we're drip, drip, drip. Alright, I'm going to plug that back off. Alright, we got that up there. Now we've got our cup. We're going to wipe this all clean. wipe this clean. And that's draining it. There's not a whole lot to it other than just making sure you stay on top of your mess before it runs away on you. Alright, so we got oil filter still to do. We're going to grab that. I'm going to go over with you guys what oil filter to use. I'm going to get the book. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to put that on there. In the descriptions too, I'll put down the part number that you guys need for doing a 40-50. And actually you'll see all the different Honda motors listed on there and what filter you're going to need. So there's one that gets a little confusing, but we'll take care of that. Alright, so this is where the oil comes out of. Here's your screw right there, wash behind it, your cup goes back in place. And you can see where this cup goes and fits right in, and it can't fall out because the lip right there holds it. So that's where you drain your oil from. Alright, that is snugged up. Going to put our screw back, but we're going to find a little bit of grease, put it on the end, and then put that in there and close it down. Alright, so here we have our filter right in here. If you haven't run this motor in a while and you keep everything down, you can shove a rag underneath it. You shouldn't get a lot of oil. If you just run it and you try to do this, like say in the fall and it's cold out, and you run the engine before you do the oil change, this will be loaded up with oil. And when you try to crack it open to drain it, it's going to come pouring out everywhere. So you want to use an oil diaper. That'll help suck it up. If you can get a little cup down in there to try to gather some of it and still get the cup out, that works. All different types. There's actually a giant socket that goes over the top of this. You can pick one of those up at a parts supply store. There's also strap wrenches, which a strap wrench looks like this if you've got the right size one. This one is for a fuel water separator. There are also little tools like this one, which can go over the top and grab a hold of your filter, and when you turn it with a wrench, it'll grab a hold of it and unscrew it or tighten it back up. For this application, almost everybody at home has a giant pair of channel locks. All you got to do is just grab a hold of the end of the filter and turn it. That's it. You're not getting in there, you're not mangling anything. Your filter should not be on extremely tight. It's only supposed to be screwed on snugly. So you should be able to get it off fairly easily. Unscrew this guy off of here, and we have a little bit of oil. Not a lot, but a little bit. And there we go. That is our filter, and you can see that's our area right there where the surface seats. Now we're going to go talk about filters. Alright, so here we go. We've got our filters all set up here. This is the filter that we took off. That's that number. 15400 PFB 014. This one right here, the tall one. This tall one goes on everything 75 and up. So we'll leave that one aside. You see the tall one? That's your bigger guys. Small ones, we've got these two. We've got the black filter, and we got the blue filter. So, look up our model right here. There's also going to be a picture of this so you guys can pause it and look at it. We have a BF40A. This motor came out in 04. I've just been nursing this thing along and taking good care of it. So, our filter is the 007. You guys will see this filter pop up every now and then. We don't use this filter. We'll use the blue one. And there's a reason why. You can't really see it with your eye, but when you look at the two of these, the depth of these threads are much farther. The depth of these threads are up higher. Still the same O-ring surface. They seat perfectly next to each other. You can match them up, gasket to gasket. The problem is, and I'm going to show you on here, so here we go. This is the filter that goes on here. I'll screw it on. Okay, we got the first thread. Now watch my fingers. Half a turn, one turn, and we're already coming up snug on it. Okay? 1 revolution. Put the blue one on. We'll turn it until we catch that first thread. Okay, we're right there. Half, 1, 1 1/2, 2. And now we start to come tight. So 2 1/4, 2 1/2. You get so many more threads to keep this filter on than the black one. So the black one is going to be a no-go. We're not going to use that. So we're going to use the PFB014 filter. But before I put that on there for good, we're going to put some oil on the back side of this, or if you have the fogging fluid, we'll use fogging spray on the back and hit that. We don't use grease so much because we don't want to have grease in there with everything. We want it to break down and go in with the oil. So we'll put that on there, spin it on, move on to the next thing. All right, we're all greased up, ready to put it on. Turn it on like normal, get it on there, and I run it snug. I don't put anything back on it. I just make it hand tight. I've never had it leak. I've never had any trouble on these Hondas doing it this way, and that's the way I'm going to keep doing it, because I don't want to start running into problems and having to destroy these things to try to get them off. So that is it. We're on there nice and snug. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to put the oil in. We got our cap here. Sometimes the cap is on really, really tight. What we're going to do is we're going to take our rag, put a rag over the top of it, needle nose pliers, put needle nose over it, just turn it and break it that way. When you take this thing off, there's no teeth mark left in the cap. It still looks like the first day you got it, which is what I'm shooting for. Alright, we take it off, we look at it. We got nothing inside, no caked up white stuff on the inside. It's usually atmospheric water that gets in there. Unless you get a lot of water, then it'll really pack up and cake in there. And we have our dipstick. We're going to watch that too. So it calls for 2.3 quarts. We're going to put 2.5 in, because we're going to fill the oil filter up as well. So we're going to make sure we've got enough oil in here that it's operating and running at the level it's supposed to be, not just under. So I have a filter. I cut the end of it off so it's larger so that I can actually get the oil in there without it backflowing out at me. We're going to use 1030. I'm using Yamaha 1030 because I'm at a Yamaha place. So it's a good known marine engine oil brand. So we're going to go with that because they're using it in their 40s and 50s. We're going to use it in this. It's old enough. I'm not in warranty. I can get away with it. And I'm not using automotive oil. I'm using 4-stroke engine oil for outboards. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to bring it up 2.5, and we're going to take a look at it and see where we're at. All right, so we got 2.5 in. So it's 2.3. Don't know if you guys can see it, but right here is where 2.5 is. Right there. Right above the mark. So we're going to spin this thing over, put the cap back on, don't cross thread it. It's still snug. That's it. When you're done, spray everything. CRC 656. Just spray everything down. It doesn't build up layers. It just tries to get rid of some of the salt, keeps it nice and shiny and clean. 2019, this motor is a 2004. Still the original carb bank on it. So if you take care of it, it's gonna last. It's even the original dash pot too, which usually rust out. So we've got all that stuff done. We got everything changed. We're gonna spin this thing over. We're gonna come back and we're gonna look at it. All right, keys the ignition. The lanyard is unplugged. We're gonna turn this over. we're just pulling the oil through everything. We're getting everything lubricated. We're getting oil in the filter on the other side. Alright, come back. Check it. Don't know if you can see, but now our oil level is right at the top mark right there. So that's it, 2.5 on this one. You're good to go. You'll always have enough in there unless you're burning it off or losing it someplace else. Everybody will be happy inside. Regular 1030 oil for a marine engine. And that's it. That's your oil change. That's all there is. Make sure you get rid of your oil pretty much wherever you bought it from. It's a marine guy where you get your filters and stuff. We'll have the numbers down in the description for you for what filter to use. And we'll do some more tricks with this. Maybe even go over starting procedure with our bi-starter valve up here. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys like that. If you guys have any other ideas, anything on your 40 horse or 90 horse, because I got the 92, I'll go over and show you guys how to do those. If there's anything else, sync and links, stuff like that, let me know and I'll try to get to it for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks again. Bye.